What's up, basement dwellers? Welcome to the second episode of the Wrestling Protocol. I'm Chris the Dace Man Dace, and joining me in the squared circle this week, once again, Moke.
I didn't get fired.
Go, Jarrett's back.
Wait, you're putting the wrong one. Oh no, it's just okay. Yep, I'm here.
My and join us this week,
No.
Tyler Freed.
Hey, yo.
There it is. We got the NWO here with the $1 Million Man up in the corner. Well, is he Virgil or is he $1 Million Man?
Over here?
Well, Jarrett. I'm talking about Jarrett. Is it Jarrett Virgil or is he the $1 Million Man?
We'll give him $1 Million Man.
All right. Do the laugh. He doesn't know what the laugh is. Do the roar.
I don't know.
Wait, he should know the laugh. It's on our stream.
Yeah. Ted DiBiase with the money. The ha 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 ha. I can't do it because I'm not Ted DiBiase. Whatever. We're going to roll into the show. We're going to be talking about the big four shows that happened in the past week. And the first one we're going to jump into is WWE SmackDown, which was August 7th and aired from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The matches were Fatal Influence versus Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton in a women's tag title match. Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed retained the titles and pinned Chelsea. Baron Corbin defeated Trick Williams, retained his title. And then the main event was Charlotte Flair beating Jade Cargill with a little bit of help from Alexa Bliss and the debuting Tatum Paxley. So first thing first, we're going to talk about here on SmackDown is the Baron Corbin Trick Williams match, which kind of ended their feud. But a backstage segment that occurred saw that Carmelo Hayes is going to finally get his, and he attacked Baron. So how do we feel about them actually going with Carmelo in the U.S. title picture again? Moke, we'll start with you.
I don't know how they take it away from Trick though. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Baron, but like, there's only so much you can do. So what are they setting up for? Are they setting up for Carmelo and Trick? Like, that's the only thing.
They've already kind of teased that though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's about all you can do. I mean, he's gonna have to drop the title. Baron can't keep it forever. I know he's a heel, but like.
Were you surprised on how fast they did the return match? Like it was 5 days later after he had dropped the title. All of a sudden, Trick's getting a rematch, and then didn't get pinned cleanly. Obviously, Corbin cheated, so there still is a doorway for Trick to get back into it. Maybe a triple threat, and then leads to Carmelo versus Trick down the line. But they did set it up in the backstage. I didn't think has Carmelo been gone that long? Because the way they popped
been,
in the arena.
TVs since I think him and
Bianca.
What's his name? Huh?
Bianca.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm tripping out. My fault. Continue.
I was like, we're not talking about Montez Ford.
No.
He's been off TV since him and Ricky Saints. What's his name? Is it Saints in
Yeah.
WWE?
I forgot he was even on the goddamn roster.
Ever since they had a fight to get the number one contender, and then Ricky Saints won, and then we haven't seen Melo since.
Mm-hmm.
I like it because I'm a big fan of Melo, and I mean, strategically they're just setting it up for a big showing in Boston because that's where SmackDown is next week.
Jared, what were your thoughts on the? So you got to experience the Corbin Trick match at SummerSlam.
Yes.
I don't know how to say it. Like back in my day, they didn't give away title matches this quick. How do you feel that they did a rematch with this program so fast to the point where they're kind of moving on to the next guy? As a fan who's not really it's your first far way or whatever the hell is into it.
It does it reminds me of like college bowl games. Like eventually you have enough of them that most of them don't matter.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a weird comparison, but I kind of like it.
It's the closest thing I can grab that like makes sense in my head. But like it also it feels like participation trophies kind of. Like it's more just all right. Well, now it's your turn.
Well, I mean, it was a rematch. It's not necessarily his. Like, I'm surprised that they did it in like. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. I mean, because like they just be handing out rematches or not rematches. I feel like you get a rematch for the under titles, but when it's like the major title, they don't give rematches like they used to.
Well, yeah, obviously, we'll talk about this a little bit later for SmackDown. Cody's already moved on to another feud. even though he was screwed at SummerSlam. But do you think it was kind of a red herring that Corbin came out with Trick's belt still and didn't change it back to the other one? Because as soon as I saw him walk out with that fur belt, I was like, oh, he's just dropping it right back.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought he was going to lose too, because on Sunday night when he won it, he tweeted out that he was shaving the belt. Like his agenda for Monday morning was to shave the belt because it was a disgrace, and then he came back out with it. So I really thought he was dropping it.
See, that brings into a whole thing that like WWE is really kind of pissing me off with recently. Is like they just be setting people up for all these things, and then they just don't do them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, oh, just kidding, you didn't see that. We're not going to do that anymore. Like he'll probably still have the furry belt next week, just because they're probably being lazy. They probably just didn't have it with them. That's probably what happened.
The crazy thing, it's a good gimmick if you're trying to make sales on like unique belts. They did it to Raquel Rodriguez's IC title for the women's. She's got one piece of barbed wire on it.
She already switched back by Monday.
Did she?
She already has. Yeah, she already took the barbed wire off. She probably realized how shitty that is to carry around with her all day.
I didn't even notice that.
Dace.
Yeah.
Call back to our first episode. Little Yashi wasn't there.
Yeah, I guess the little Jewish boy had some schooling to do on Friday nights. Read from the Torah. I still can't say his name, and you're not going to set me up for failure twice. I'm glad he wasn't there. Then I don't have to say it. Other things that happened in SmackDown. Chelsea Green was injured during her match. All of us here in the chat were big Chelsea Green fans going into the SummerSlam match. But do you think she continues on as champion, especially since it was also announced this week that Rhea Ripley had knee surgery? So I don't think she's coming back anytime soon. They also had shirts for sale for Chelsea that said permanent women's champ. So do we think Chelsea's going to drop that belt or go Dr. Doom?
2.5, 3 months out from getting hurt from fatal injury. I mean, fatal influence. So, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm already over them. They have 2 matches on the main roster and already 2 injuries, 2 big injuries too. So, the one was a fluke, but again, I hate the fact that WWE loves to see their champion get pinned, like on their first night as champion.
That
really kind of pissed me off.
Do you think she took the pin because she got hurt?
No.
Okay.
I think she took the pin because they wanted. Who was she? She was with Tiffany. Well, because they didn't want her to take the pin after she's probably going to take the pin because she's facing JC Jane this week for the title. So they probably didn't want to set like a double pin because they're all up in Tiffy's ass.
The ending of that match also saw Nia Jax and Lash Legend attack and I guess make a claim to go after the tag team titles. How do we feel about that?
Big buddy.
I'm over everything Nia Jax. I have been for probably the past. How long has she been in WWE?
Too long.
Yeah. I mean, Lash Legend seems like she has cool potential, but when you're paired with Nia Jax, I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess it's a good thing. She wants to be a heel. That's a good thing to do. Get her shitty heat with fucking Nia, but yeah, no, that I can't stand her. Every time they're just there, it's just like, oh, okay, cool. They beat everyone up, but they still never get the job done when it needs to.
First ever women's botch match, Fatal Influence versus Nia and Lash Legend.
Who breaks first?
Who hurts the other one first?
It's far from the first women's straight up botch match.
I mean, tag team wise,
it's going to be the first one that's claimed that, but it's not going to be the first one that is.
Oh yeah, we got the whole Divas era. That's a reference for you, Jarrett. So there's this era that we're going to make you watch, where you didn't get the bra and panties matches, but they had to be athletes at the same time, but they were models. It's so much fun. And we're not going to let you pee.
Please put athletes in air quotes.
You say broads and panties or
Bra.
bras?
Bra and
Oh,
panties.
Bras.
They used to strip each other, and then they went, "Oh, we're PG," but we didn't like fix the roster. So then they like, no, you go out there and wrestle 30-minute matches. Well, that's being generous. Go wrestle 5-minute matches, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, 30-minute matches over the course of 4 years, probably.
Yeah, and it's kind of where the Bellas got their start. So it's
so
fun.
they were just men in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Give him Kelly Kelly and Tori Wilson in the mud pit match.
Oh, God. Vicky Guerrero being the highlight of the division. Some final thoughts on SmackDown. Things that were not matches. One that I want to talk about is the Orton and Cody feud. Orton got a hell of a pop coming out to Philadelphia, people singing their song, the whole 9 yards, and then kind of dodging Cody, who Cody all night was just like, I'm going to fight him. I don't care about I'll get my title shot when I say when. But how are we feeling about the Orton Cody fight feud continuing almost 4 to 5 months after the first encounter?
I'm more excited about it now than I was then. I feel like they have more, like it's more just them being them rather than like I kind of enjoy this this like borderline Cody where he's like he's towing the line of like, am I gonna go heel or am I gonna stay a face? And the one line he said to Randy where he was just like, I don't have to be the good boy anymore. I don't have the championship, so I can do whatever the hell I want. And I was like, that there you go. Like that, I think that's the kind of intensity that rivalry needed. Because that Cody and Randy don't need a belt in order to fight.
No, not at all. And I think Cody needs some time away from the belt to make you appreciate it when he has the belt.
Yeah, for sure.
The I'm good Cody, I have to be a role model, and this one where he's like, I will cut your jugular out of your throat and feed it to your wife if you push me one more time. Like, I think this is this is the Cody I love. Like, the breaking point Cody. Stay with it for a while, let him build up, and I mean, you have the ability if you keep him running this way, like he said, you could go what everybody keeps saying, the Homelander Cody route. Like, he could break and snap out, but like, I like him away from the title for a little bit, let him stay away from the title, give everybody a breath of fresh air, because I felt like everything with him right now is like, I have to finish the story. I have to finish the story. There's no story for him right now. Leave it alone. Let him do his thing.
So a question for you two, because I feel like you two knew like I guess the Attitude Era a little bit better than I do. Jarrett,
Are you calling us old?
you don't know the Attitude Era. No, you guys watched it a little bit more than me. Like I watched it, but I didn't like detail watch it. Is it like a weird time where like there's no like like you don't know if someone's really heel or babyface? Like Roman, CM Punk, like all these people are like, even if or Randy, like even if they wanted to be heel, they really couldn't be because everyone just like cheering them on anyway.
I mean, same thing we consistently say, like, Solo's a good heel, but right now, like, everybody's treating him like a baby face
Solo
because
is
he's just
not a heel
goofy.
right now.
That's my
Solo is
point.
straight babyface.
That's my point, though. Is like, that's somebody that needs to be a heel and stay heel, but he just can't right now. Like, everybody and their mother just has that baby face pop to him right now. There's no big heels right now.
It was a weird turning point during the Cena run where the bad guys, anyone who did things that were legitimately bad, like, you know how you go back to the 80s where Piper came out half white, half black, or like took a coconut and smashed it into Jimmy Snuka's head, and it was like, oh, he's a real piece of shit. Well, JBL and Jericho would try these kind of things and then have to automatically apologize for what they did. So it's very hard for them to be like legit scumbags because now you've pulled the curtain so much to the point where, like, if you're trying to be a bad guy but just saying mean things, people will still cheer you anyway because everybody likes an anti-hero more than they like the Hulk Hogan hero.
Well, I don't know if you remember years ago, Jericho got in a shitload of trouble because at a house show they were giving out the DX light sticks, and to generate heat, so somebody threw a light stick into the ring and just like playfully, and to generate heat, he took the light stick and chucked it into the crowd at someone, and everybody that had a light stick was just like, it's on, and they pelted him in the ring with light sticks. He got a shitload of heat for it, but like, that was like actual heat that finally like nobody does anything to like, like the fact that like the bloodline is still coming out and yeeting as
Mhm.
heels, like you got to stop yeeting if you want to be a heel. Like
I think the closest you got to it was Cena's run, where he's just like, I know what you want. I'm not going to do what you want. This is what it is, and that's basically we would call them boring
Mhm.
if they did the traditional heel thing now. To
Yeah.
your point with Jericho, though, I think he's also one of the ones that got in trouble for like wiping his ass with a foreign flag
Yep.
and had to
With
immediately
the
apologize
yep.
because he did that. Back in the day, it's like he would just get in a car and not come back to the territory for a bit. So it's weird because, and I think the Attitude Era kind of ruined it because it made being the bad guy cool. Stone Cold Steve Austin's a piece of shit. Like he beat the fuck out of everybody, people who didn't deserve to get the shit kicked out of him. He destroyed everything, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so cool." But like, if you think about it, he's doing dickhead things the whole time. So I
That's
don't
true.
think you could ever get back the heel to be a heel in this day and age. You just have to be boring.
Well, because I know Punk said it in an interview recently. He's like, I don't even know if I could be heel if I wanted to be heel. Like he was like, I'd have to like dig deep and be like a real fucking asshole
Mm-hmm.
to like everyone. And he was like, I don't think like even that. I still think I would get cheered for it.
Yeah, I mean, look the whole AEW situation with him. I think there's probably legitimate shit he did that's not cool. Like, I mean, just look at their press conferences. The way he talked about that, about your quote unquote coworkers and people you're supposed to be working with, and the same with everybody else there. It was a 50-50 split. You were either a Punk fan, you didn't care, or you agreed with what he said, or you were the other side and were like, oh, he's a piece of shit. But he still got half cheer. He would get the Cena treatment, 50-50.
Yeah.
But speaking of Punk, the last little note we have for SmackDown, him and Kevin Owens are going to be going at it for the the WWE Championship. The odd thing, and again, this is a weird, it's not new to Jarrett, but it's kind of new to anyone who watched like the Vince McMahon strategy. This match is going to air on 8/21 on a SmackDown in Toronto, and is not going to main event either Sunday night's main event or the next PLE, which is Money in the Bank. So Kevin Owens won that #1 contendership, and he will face him in 2 weeks at a SmackDown. How do we feel about that?
There's gonna be some bullshit to happen. Sammy's gonna get involved somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because it's Toronto. So Sammy's gonna get involved, and he's just gonna like. That's the reason why it's on a not a house show, but like weekly episode, because it's gonna set up to go further than just the next PLE and then move on. Like I feel like the KO Punk thing, I feel like really could have a lot of weight to it and could carry for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, like you said though, is with the show, what is it, 21? We said, right?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks from now.
So it's 2 weeks from now, right? That happens. Sammy interferes. There's a match for that September PLE. Whatever it is. What is it? Sunday? Saturday?
So the Sunday of Labor Day weekend is Sunday night's main event.
So Sunday night main event. There you go. There's a match there. Winner of that takes Punk at Money in the Bank. Like that's the only thing that I can think that they're potentially setting up for. But in WWE fashion, I'm thinking this way, and this match is going to go over clean in Toronto. Punk's going to win. Like that's the only thing. I get it's Toronto, but I don't know how they're going to drop the title to a dude that's fresh back.
So I lied. It's next week. I thought it was 2 weeks.
What did they do to Punk? That's how he.
I know, but like with what like his following right now, I would love to see KO win. Sorry, everybody, but like I just don't. I don't.
I would
see
too.
I don't see it. I just don't know how they're gonna drop it fresh back with no. Unless they drop it, Punk goes on another little tiny break, and they do KO Sammy for the 32nd time. But
Well, and to kind of pull Jarrett into this, because again, he's a fresh perspective since he's kind of starting with SummerSlam as a starting point. To me, this feels rushed. How do you feel about the pacing?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know the pacing yet, so To me, I'm not sure if it's rushed. I'm literally up in the air, and as far as like,
Well, it's
if
kind of
it's
weird. Like traditionally, it's like, okay, you had a number one contenders match at SummerSlam. Punk retained at SummerSlam. Next PLE, which would be back in the days pay-per-view, would be Punk Owens. So at this point, it would be that Sunday night's main event, September 6th, I think it is. It's weird because that used to be the normality for decades, and then we got into a weird, I say 5 to 6 year period where you had people like Roman and Brock as the champion, and you'd get a championship match maybe 4 times a year rather than 12. Now we're into it where like there's no rhyme or reason. Like KO just became number one contender last week, and next week he's using his title shot already.
I mean, if you think about it, though, it's not a terrible strategy by WWE.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're guaranteed some kind of championship match almost every show at this point. I know they've got a ton of them.
Does that keep engagement? Like, does that keep more engagement?
I think so.
Yeah, and I think we're also in a different era where, like, back in the day, pay-per-views was the payoff. So the pay-per-view is a $50 buy every person was doing. But now with streaming and with TV rights and all that jazz, especially since globally everything is on streaming. America's the only one that has a network television show with USA, especially with SmackDown. To that point, you're just trying to keep monthly subscriptions. So I guess maybe the pacing doesn't matter like it used to, where you want to have that one payoff of the $50 per person. Now we're just getting increments of 10 or 15 per person each month to keep them on the platform.
I think they're more focused on the attendance showing up like week to week, and I think that's why they're doing it. Because I mean, if you think about it, Drew won it from Cody on a random SmackDown, and then Cody won it back from Drew on a random SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're. I mean, I don't hate it because I like the fact that they're just, like you don't have the Roman and Brock just holding on to the title for years upon years essentially, and just having a stranglehold. Like you have to kind of, if you want to see the title change, you have to show up and potentially watch every Friday or Monday depending on the title.
Yeah, makes sense. How do you feel? I mean, this is kind of new experience to you. Does it feel? Do you feel that you have to be more engaged because of the way they're doing it, or are you annoyed that you can't just be engaged once a month?
It's definitely. I'm not used to being as engaged into a show, and like, I guess because of streaming, I haven't had to worry about like watching week to week things. So like, this is definitely a new watching experience that I used to be used to, but like because of streaming and everything else, I got out of that habit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, this is something to get back into. I mean, the closest thing I can get to is like football, watching every Sundays. But like, that would never stop. This is going to definitely be something a bit new, and even still now, I'm like forgetting that Monday night I have something I could also be watching in the middle of us doing like another stream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a ton of. That's also a downside for you coming into this. There's wrestling every night. We don't even cover TNA. Yeah, we don't cover TNA. That's Thursdays. And then Collisions on Saturday, which is another AEW show, which I didn't put up on here.
Then do people can you stick with one show? Or do you kind of have to watch all the others for it to make sense?
I think you got to watch it all, essentially.
That's hard. That's a
Well,
lot. That's a lot to ask.
I mean, today's day and age, no, because of social media. Like, realistically, if you didn't want to watch Raw, but you wanted to watch SmackDown, you could go pop on WWE, check out what the results, and then see if any of that popped. Like, if you saw something on SmackDown that seemed weird, and then it might explain it to you a little bit.
Got it. Also, side note, was this? I don't know if I'm blending the week before. Was this the SmackDown with the Shinsuke vignette?
Oh, it was.
So are we getting Takahashi? Is that going to be his tag? Are we going back New Japan?
That's the rumor. Unless they're going to call up that guy who's on NXT.
Well, where did Moke go there?
I don't know. I was going to say Hiromu's contract did just end with New Japan. They did just do like a farewell for him. So I'm really fucking hoping he comes. But
it'll be interesting. we're gonna be really disappointed when it's Hornswoggle.
Yeah,
Again.
it's gonna be
Whoa.
someone like that.
Oh my god. It's gonna be him and the little. What's his name? The little El Torito. It's gonna be him. It's gonna be him and El Torito, the Danhausen.
Yeah, so Shinsuke
Brad
has a
Johnson.
program with. Yeah, Shinsuke's gonna have a program with Danhausen.
Jesus Christ.
That would be the most chaotic program ever.
Yo, Danhausen would not be able to keep up with him at all.
And that would be what made it even better, personally.
But yeah, well, I guess we're supposed to find that out this week. So technically tonight.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be tonight. He's supposed to come back with somebody.
All right. Well, he'll make a run in.
They're going to interfere in the championship match because it's supposed to be a three-way.
Yep, the Viking Raiders versus Damian Priest and Truth, and oh god, who was the other one team?
MFTs.
The MFTs, yeah.
Oh, MFTs and the War Raiders, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna move on to Monday Night Raw after putting SmackDown in the books. So here are the results from the August 10th show. It was the Sol Roca and Io Sky defeated Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Dragon Lee defeated Dominic Mysterio in a non-title match. Austin Theory defeated Akira Tozawa. In the first match of the World Heavyweight Championship #1 Contender Tournament for the Mexico City tournament that's happening, Penta defeated Laredo Kid. And then the main event was Jey Uso defeating Solo Sikoa. Now Solo must return to the Bloodline. So that was a Monday Night Raw. First, I want to talk about the World Heavyweight Championship tournament we got going on. So tonight, Monday Night Raw had the first of the match of the brackets, where Penta advances. I'm assuming he wins this. The next match will be Psycho Clown versus La Parka, like La Parka's 17. Dragon Lee will take on El Hijo de Jesus Christ, Dr. Wagner Jr. Ray Phoenix will take on El Pascal. I imagine the finals are going to be Penta versus Ray Phoenix. And with Penta winning it, because they were high on Penta before this tournament. So with him not having the IC title anymore, I could see him having a feud with Roman. What do you guys think of this tournament being all Mexicans? Which I thought there was another half of this bracket, but apparently that's all the bracket is. To face off in Mexico City versus Roman Reigns on Raw, which will be Roman's first title defense on Raw, and I think first match on Raw in years.
It'll be his first match since he had that tribal combat with Solo to kick off Netflix.
Okay. So how do we feel about the tournament? As you can see that as I was going through the names, I don't know anything about AAA.
I think you should read them back one more time just to give us a refresh of all them names. No.
Penta. I can say that.
Nah.
Yeah, Little Yachty really wants to hear these names.
He's not in it. They don't let Jewish people in this tournament. It's all Mexicans, dude.
Wasn't La Parka in the Royal Rumble? Was he the one that made the Rumble?
I think so. It's also not the original La Parka, because the original La Parka he died. I think this is like the third or fourth version of La Parka. It's like they carry the mantle.
They're all like the third or fourth version of every name that's there, except I think even Penta is technically a variant of someone else. I mean, I like the tournament. It's definitely a way to get eyes on AAA. If it's a way to showcase them on Raw and SmackDown. I think it'd be kind of silly to do this and be like, oh yeah, AAA, but then you're gonna have Penta win it, who's a Raw person. So you might as well have just had Penta challenge Roman in his own way.
How do we feel with this being in the middle of the LA Knight stuff? Because LA Knight just popped off on Roman last week and did the whole which was
to talk about that.
Yeah, and now this week they kind of pivoted with him and Fatu, so it feels like they're going to do something between Knight and Jacob while he's waiting for Roman. So basically, does this tournament just feel like a throwaway because Roman's not dropping this to a AAA star?
Absolutely.
No, I think it's more of a push to get you not to be the newer people that don't know AAA to get them into AAA, especially because you have, what is it? It's Mexico. It's what's it? September 9th, right? The Raw?
7th. It's Labor Day.
7th.
I think it's
Yeah,
Labor Day.
okay. And then immediately afterwards you have Triple Mania.
Oh,
So
it's September 14th. It's the Monday after Labor Day.
So it's the Monday after Triple Mania. Isn't Triple Mania like the 11th?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's the 2-night event, the 11th and the 13th, and then
Yeah. So
Raw's
then
there.
you're doing Triple Mania, and then you're going from Triple Mania into that Raw against Roman, which I figured it would be the other way. They'd do that Raw with Roman and then go into Triple Mania afterwards because that's their WrestleMania. But I love Psycho Clown. Always love Psycho Clown. The fact that he rips his mask off and it's another mask underneath. It's a mask inside of a mask is fantastic.
I actually have a picture of him from SummerSlam last year. I was in like the little suite area, and he was like walking above me.
Oh, nice.
But now,
I'm mad there's no Mr. Iguana, but that's just me.
I was just about to say, how do you leave Mr. Iguana off of this? No, but
How do you
I
leave
do agree.
Dom
I do think
off
it's
of
right.
it?
Well, because Dom's at Triple Mania. It's gonna be Dom versus as you said, the white German.
Dom.
I also feel like that's a conversation we can have about Dom, because they're fucking burying him on WWE right now.
But like Dom has like at least I don't know if it's intentional, a storyline here where he could be pissed off at his father for leaving him out of the damn tournament because his father is the one who pitched this tournament.
They had a segment during Raw about that.
Okay.
He was like, "Oh, how are you gonna not have the greatest luchador?" And then like Ray's just like, "You're not even a real luchador. You never practiced in Mexico, so it doesn't count." Essentially.
I thought Eddie Guerrero was his dad.
Well, his stepdad.
Well, they had a custody battle, so
Yeah.
Ray won.
I can't wait for you to watch that damn match.
That's got to be his first one now because he just referenced it.
It's like, wait, I thought I'm so excited.
I'm so confused.
I got to find the shirt because I'm wearing the I'm Your Poppy shirt when we do the recording. So the tournament's well underway. Penta won the first match, which is no surprise. I do think the finals are going to be him and Ray, just because they're the Lucha Brothers. Other notes that I had from Monday Night Raw, Braun Breaker, who, yeah. So I'm excited for that feud. Do we think it's too early for that feud? And also,
absolutely not.
Well, how do we feel about Braun getting thrown into that after like dropping 3 of 4 to Seth, or dropping all 3 to Seth?
I don't really. I think it was 2-1. I think he took one of them. I think he took the Sunday night main event match that they had.
Okay, because he just ever since because of all the injuries and all the the vision just didn't pan out to what it should have been. He feels like he lost a lot of steam in at least whatever direction he was heading. Do you think this Oba thing is a launching point? Do you think he goes over Oba? No.
It wouldn't make sense though. I'm thinking not WWE brain, but you don't have Oba just destroy Brock and then let Breaker beat him.
So this is kind of what I think. Like my brain strategy on this is gonna be Breaker's way out of the vision, because he's gonna want one-on-one him and Oba, and he's probably gonna be dominating one. Like he might be like showing oh, I'm winning in this, and then somehow, some way, the Vision get involved and then cost him the match essentially. So technically, Oba still gets his win, and it's not burying Oba, but it's also giving Braun that
push,
that extra.
And sets up more matches between him and Oba.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Braun and Oba, obviously being as young as they are, I'm not saying it's like the Seth Roman but they're 10, 15 years from now they're going to be having matches, if injury willing and all that stuff. They should be having matches with each other in the future. That'll be like where you were saying last week how you're kind of over the Seth and Roman stuff.
Big time. How do you feel about Braun versus Oba, Jarrett?
Kind of somewhat excited, only because like I've seen some Braun Breaker clips and he does that spear
The
that he
speed.
destroys people with. So I'm hoping that there's a no sell with Oba where he just fucking tanks it
Mhm.
and you just see Breaker fall back. And like to me, yeah.
Zero shot they do that. Zero
Why?
shot.
It
Because
would be so dope.
if you have Oba no sell that, then you like Breaker can't ever use that again.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
Breaker's done. Like,
You just like you use the one thing
Breaker.
that Breaker is known for, and then you just like that's like someone no selling the RKO. Like no one's no selling that.
Yeah, but that was that. There, I feel like there's definitely a difference between Randy Orton and Braun Breaker.
But that's not what they want to build Braun Breaker to not
Yeah, but
be,
don't
like to be a Randy Orton type.
but don't they have different finishers? Like, can't you like retire a finisher and still develop something new?
I mean, you could, but when you have a ridiculously good spear, I don't think you would.
Or the other
What
route
if-
where you retire personally and then everybody throws a super kick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
a whole
all get
different
that
conversation we
one.
can get into.
Sorry, Shawn Michaels had sweet chin music. It was his finisher. Nobody threw a super kick. He retired. Every goddamn person threw a super kick.
now there's spot monkeys that only do super kicks.
Didn't Jey Uso throw one in this
Yeah.
match?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they mean nothing
yeah.
now.
Okay. All right.
But Shawn Michaels put people down with that bullshit.
Yeah, didn't he shoot that one backstage guy with it? He's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And then just kicked him in the face. Now
Yeah.
you made me kick him in the face.
I
now
just kicked
you made me.
Stan. So you get it.
Oh my-
You got it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Other Monday Night Raw news: the Women's World Heavyweight Championship picture, which seems to be gearing up towards a triple threat between Liv, Stephanie Vacour, and Becky Lynch. Stephanie has a legitimate claim to the title because she's just been MIA since she dropped it and never got a rematch. But Becky just decided, I'm in it. And, she's Becky Lynch, so she gets it. How are we feeling about this main event picture for the women on Raw? You're shaking your head no. Do you not like it?
Like Becky Lynch.
That's fair.
You don't like Becky?
No.
I love Becky.
Isn't that
Seth-
Seth freaking Rollins' wife?
Yep.
It is. It is.
She's the man in that relationship.
Nepotism.
She's the man in general.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I saw her when what's her name returned? Your boy's girl.
AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Light it up.
And then she was a bitch. And then I was like, oh, I don't like that bitch.
It's fair. And then
Well,
she did her job then.
Which is
Yeah.
fair. If she's meant to be hated, perfect. I don't like her.
That's what I kind of like though about I guess her coming back this time. I think she's not going heel.
Mhm.
She's gonna toe that line where she's gonna like when she's up against I guess Stephanie, she's gonna be like kind of heelish, but when she's like more towards Liv, she's gonna be the face.
Oh, for sure. Like in this feud,
That's what it
she's the
kinda
in-betweener, whereas Liv's going to
Yeah.
be the full-blown bad guy or just annoying bitch. And then Stephanie is just going to point to the sky and be the good guy. La
See, I
Primera.
love that. I don't know if you guys saw any of the Twitter stuff that was going on with them, but they're going all off on Twitter too.
Liv and Becky?
Liv, Becky, and Stephanie.
Oh, I didn't realize
they're
Stephanie was
they're all
in there.
hopping in there.
Nice.
I just love Becky just going like, oh well, it's like Liv said something to Stephanie, and then Becky was just like, well, it's not really hard when you don't defend the championship.
I will miss with this in-betweener Becky Lynch. I doubt we'll get her Trump-like tweets that she was doing with being robbed by Jessica Carr and all
yeah.
like I loved her like half tilt full like she God, what the heck was she? She did one thing that was very political but non-political because it made sense just by saying I forget what the word is, so I'll just drop it. But her rants on Twitter when she was doing the everybody's against her was fantastic. So
that's
good.
that's why Becky Lynch is good.
She's good. She can play both sides, which I think is harder.
For sure.
Well, I haven't seen the good side, so I'll make my judgment then.
Well, I mean, if you pay attention to this, you'll see a little bit of the good side.
Yeah, because like there was the bad good side she had, which was like the "Let's go, guys!" Like she did that, but like in a Celtic way. Like
Manly way?
she was like a
Yeah.
steampunk chick, and that one
Hey,
was
she
kind of
was a
rough.
Celtic steampunk.
Yeah. But then she got punched in the face by Nia Jackson. Then she became the man, and then she was cool.
Oh, this actually brings up a whole nother thing about Netflix and WWE.
Oh,
Because so the promo that she had last week on Monday Night Raw,
hmm
where she calls out like, "Oh, you're not even the best champion that slept with Dominic Mysterio," and apparently Netflix cut that out in the rerun, where
yeah,
they've apparently been doing that in several different occasions. Like the Royce Keys, they like blurred out his like blood and everything. They've been like cutting out different parts of promos like all over the place.
yeah. It was the
Which
whole line about her sleeping with Dom.
Yeah.
And being the like second to Rio on that. Like it was the calling her a whore basically.
Yep.
Which sucks. I hate
And
when they water down the replays. Which makes you wonder: did they go back and water down the Attitude Era stuff?
probably. I mean, if you go back and like watch all the like Netflix like stuff in there, I'm sure there's probably stuff in there that they cut out and censored, I guess.
Choppy the PP.
Which is weird for Netflix to censor anything.
This is chop thing.
Right? You're gonna find out. They choppy the PP to a porn star.
They chopped the penis off a porn star?
Yeah. The big Valbowski. Hello, ladies.
Hello, lady. Jeez.
Is it
Oh
the dude?
my god.
No, he in a way. You'll find out. We'll get there. We have a lot of Jarrett Watches segments where you're gonna be like, "Why are you guys normal?" The main event was Solo losing to Jay, forcing him back into the Bloodline. How do we feel that the Bloodline is now full force with all or 5 out of the Samoans? So like he collected the Infinity Stones of the Samoans.
You think he's gonna fall in line?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Are they all back, or is he actually gonna fall in line?
I hope he doesn't.
I just think if you put him back in the Bloodline, they should have did it last week in the tag match. Like it's just a dumb like. Also, I'm sorry. Realistically, Fatu's gonna have a better chance of beating him than Jay. Stop making Jay a thing.
Yeah,
Let
can
him
you
be a
stop saying-
tag. I'm over.
Well, that's right. That's the whole reason why Jimmy interfered on it, because it's like that's going to be the out for Solo. The fact that Jay couldn't do it himself,
Yeah.
and then Solo's going to claim that to Roman, and then Roman's probably going to be like, well, you know, because now he's on his whole fucking high horse of like, oh well,
Do it
you
by the
know,
book.
we do things the right way now.
Wait, can I ask?
I
want to ask a question.
Sure.
Why is it they always kick out on the second one, and like no one ever just kicks out on the first one in the beginning? Like, why do they wait until the fucking end? No, like drama builds when you go like, oh, like, he's definitely just like they got him for a little bit, like especially in the beginning. When he kicks out like 4 times and he waits till the end every time, there's no drama. It just seems dumb.
So back in the golden era, there wasn't all these damn false finishes where
Okay.
you thought they were going to win, and finishers meant something. Like when Hogan did the leg drop, game over. Now you've got a tombstone, stunner, a million super kicks, and then a 450 moon splash, and then they'll kick out at 1. So it's the match psychology that's not as good as it used to be.
I'm gonna say that one just doesn't like make sense from a like kind of the match progressing standpoint. Like to me, like, oh, you get him down once, you not kick out right away, and then like you continue.
Mm-hmm. You want to look at a really bad example of false finish. Like, I get why they did it, but if you go back and watch the John Cena versus AJ Styles match, where they kept doing a million finishers to pay homage to all the people they faced in the past, that shit didn't fly in the 80s and 90s, because now, one, you're using other people's finishers, and two, you're kicking out of it and you're making the damn thing look weak. If you really want to get like a good old school feel on how like a match should work, listen to a Stone Cold podcast, because he loses his damn mind that finishers don't mean anything. Everybody does a DDT now. That used to be Jake the Snake Roberts' finish, where he, as soon as he put you in the DDT, you would think that guy was paralyzed. Now it's like a setup to a finisher, or 10 more finishers.
That's fine. I was just watching this match and I was just like, they're kicking out a whole bunch. And I'm like, it kind of felt like the Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins one, where like too many times where they pinned.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You think Raw is bad? You should check out AEW.
It's even better.
Yeah, depends if you find that stuff cool. Speaking of AEW, we'll get there. But we're going to roll into NXT. I'm going to give you the results. We're going to talk about the highlight from NXT, because admittedly, none of us really watch NXT. I do occasionally if it's on in the background and nothing else is on a Tuesday, but it's tough with it being on the CW. So the NXT aired August 11th, 2026, and it saw Cruz Montana, that's Mike Santana, who was in TNA and AEW for a bit, versus Grayson Waller, go to a no contest due to Zilla Fatu's debut attack. So that's another one of the Samoans, and Umaga's kid, who was a Samoan that passed away. I think he's a cousin to the Usos in that tree.
Yeah.
So he gets an automatic into the bloodline.
He'll be there. So technically, Nia Jax is a Samoan. That's probably why she still has a job.
I must say, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then also, you don't know who she is. I don't even know if she's still on the payroll, but Tamina Snuka was a part of that lineage too.
I actually meant to ask you that because I saw, I guess, like a graphic saying Bloodline people that are under contract in WWE, and she was on there, and I was like, is Tamina just like is she like a coach? Is that why she's under contract? Like that kind of thing?
I think she's pushing 50. Like she might just be a coach and working down at the Performance Center, but she's part of that bloodline. I'm gonna butcher these names, but Lexus King, not gonna butcher that one. The son of Brian Pillman was defeated by Lucian Price. I don't know who that is.
Sounds right to me.
Cam Hendricks defeated Mason Rook. Do any of you guys listen to the Cornette Experience or Cornette podcasts? He fucking hates that guy because of how fat he is.
Well, so Mason Rook is literally, it's what they did with Gunther. Like before he was Gunther, I'm
when he was Walter.
Thank you. Yeah, they have to realize that Mason Rook is an awful name for this dude. Like it's so bad. So, but yes, Cornette hates him so much.
If you want a good laugh, and you have about half a day, listen to one of Cornette's podcasts, Jarrett. He will give you he is one of those old school guys that the thing that bothered you about a main event match bugs the shit out of him, and he won't even watch AEW anymore. He fucking can't stand it. Zaraya, the champion, the NXT Women's North American Champion, defeated Ren Sinclair. I don't know who that is. I don't know who any of them are. Dion Lennox defeated Saquon Sugars. Why does this feel like an Eagles versus Cowboys thing? And then EK Prosper and Lizzie Rain defeated the Culling, who is Izzy Dame, and Nico Vance in a mixed tag match. Lizzie Rain. How many of you guys seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes.
She's the one that looks like Frankenfurter, right?
See, my brain went with the band Hailstorm. I was thinking of Lizzie Hale, not Lizzie Rain.
Well, I think that's her gimmick, is she's a punk rock person, but she looks like Frankenfurter. And now that we have a platform to talk wrestling, I wanted to put that thought that I had out there into the web. That she looked like. Frankenfurter. If you Google her, just let me know.
No way. I just Googled her. That's
Frankenfurter.
so-
Frankenfurter.
No, we'll put a poll. We'll put a poll on the BPP Twitter.
I will. But that bitch is Frankenfurter, because the first, when she debuted, I was like, this debut had such antissa, and then I didn't finish it, because I waited for the patient. But yeah, I guess that was the main event.
No, the main event was the Grayson Waller.
I broke Jared. I'm
That's-
sorry.
That's going to be on our stream, because when I pop up the chat, it shows in the recording. So now we see Frankenfurter.
Oh my.
But the big
So-
thing out of NXT is the Zilla Fatu debuting, and what the hell they're going to end up calling him. Thoughts on another Samoan?
Probably just gonna keep him with Zilla.
Yeah, I feel like they got to keep the Fatu name. Like,
It's a peace character.
Jared's dying.
Yeah, Frankenfurter.
Yeah. But
Moke, you just muted yourself.
I accidentally hit enter. My bad. Jared's breaking me. No, I feel they have to keep the last name. Like, if you're gonna have the Samoan dynasty, you can't change his name. It has to stay there. The only thing is if he can be humble enough and not get frustrated, because he flies off the handle way too fucking fast in every company that he goes to. And they're gonna put him on the back burner for a little bit because he's gonna want to be back up in the main roster with his family, and they're gonna hold him in NXT as long as they can until they get him to where they want him to be. Because I think he's only 26,
Mhm.
24,
He's
somewhere
young.
around there. So
He's pretty young.
yes.
All right, so moving on from NXT, we're going to head over to AEW, which we're trying to be fair. I'm going to throw this out there because we're going to be a wrestling podcast. We're going to try to cover all aspects of it. We're not going to be swayed by people like Jim Cornette, but oh man, I watched AEW when it debuted. They are a long way from what they used to be. So,
It's a tough watch.
yeah, August 12th was the Dynamite episode we're talking about where MJF, he's fantastic, defeated Nick Wayne and Speedball Mike Bailey in the Casino Gauntlet number 2 spot match. So now he'll face Andrade at All In the Casino Gauntlet match. Jay White defeated David Finlay in a Continental Challenge Cup first round. So they've got like multiple tournaments. We'll get into it. Kevin Knight, the TNT champion, successfully retained against Chris Jericho. Chris Statlander defeated Viva Vaughn. Thunder Rosa and Maya World defeated Persephone and Hikaru Shida. John Moxley defeated, I don't know if he's still Jungle Boy, but Jack Perry in a Continental Cup first round technical submission match. And that was the card wrestling-wise. So they've got 2 tournaments going on. The Continental Cup tournament, which John Moxley is currently the Continental Champion. So every time he advances, it guarantees that he's retaining his title, which is dumb because you think you would just do a tournament and then face John Moxley. And then they have the Casino Gauntlet match, what's going to happen at All In. First things first, we're going to talk about. The main event of All In is going to be Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. 2 very popular names in the AEW world and among that fan base. I watched the opening segment. Did any of you sit through that?
No, not at all.
So
Because of your great explanation of it, it didn't really make me excited to watch that.
it's so first of all, this aired out of Vegas and in like the back room of a casino. I don't know what the venue was, but it was like it's a very small venue they did it, so it's more intimate. But Will Ospreay, I have heard nothing but like you talk to a wrestling fan who's really into the independents and into AEW and stuff like that. Will Ospreay is a god among men. Maybe I haven't seen any of his matches, and maybe his matches are amazing, so I can't critique him there yet until I watch one. But God, his promo skills. You're not selling me on the match. I don't give two shits if you're facing Kenny Omega, who I know is another god among men in that circle of fan base. And I've seen Kenny's matches. They're not bad. I don't like the shit he did with Moxley, but I do like his matches with Jericho, and when he puts on a match rather than like the blood and guts bullshit they do. So how are we feeling about that Ospreay Omega main event, which is the night before, or no, the Sunday before WWE's Sunday night main event? So it's August 30th in London, All In.
I mean, I feel like they missed the boat there. They had it all lined up where it could have been Ospreay, MJF, and then they just threw this Omega, I guess, randomness into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he wasn't really, I guess, challenging, but I mean, he's Omega. He can challenge for the title, I guess, whenever he wants. I don't know. I was actually thinking about watching this until they switched that main event up, because I was excited to see MJF Ospreay.
Anybody else have thoughts on?
MJF is going to carry these promos.
Yeah, and to your point, it's going to be a topic of conversation here too. Is MJF is currently running his arc, we'll say, as the one true champion, and still carrying around his version of the AEW Heavyweight Championship, and he is proclaiming that he is the champion, and whatever happened for him to lose it, he didn't lose it because of it.
So this Casino Royale, is that like he wins it, he gets a title shot kind of thing?
I think so. So the Casino Gauntlet, it's what it says. It's basically, I forget how many men they put into it, but it's like every X amount of minutes they send people down there, because the All In always was like casino themed. So they had like the All In Battle Royale for the first couple years, and now the Gauntlet is like they'll shoot out 6 people. I think it might have been last year or the year before. Hangman Adam Page returned and won it, and then he became the number 1 contender.
Yeah, because he came out as the Joker. Like,
Yeah.
they do. I think is it 20? Yeah, it's 20, and then the 21st person is the Joker, and the Joker's always somebody on their return. Like MJF was the Joker the one year and won it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the prize is like I think you get a shot at the AEW championship or a title of your choice. So obviously you're choosing the championship, but
So that's how they get MJF in the title match.
Mm-hmm.
So he runs the gauntlet, wins it, and then he comes out 7 hours later, because I'm sure they'll start the night with the Casino Gauntlet, and then the championship match won't happen until, like I said, 7 hours later, because those pay-per-views are long as shit.
The good thing for us is it's 1 p.m. since it's over in London.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And their matches, I was going to say, and the one thing that we complain about with WWE, their matches are like Ospreay and Omega, their matches will be like 50 minutes. Like, they're always long fucking matches.
And unfortunately, it'll probably be a spot fest, which means they're going to do that 1-2 bullshit probably 10 seconds into the match.
Dace, now I'm excited, man. You got me because you said that you don't know Ospreay that well. Now when we make Jared watch matches, I'm gonna make you watch Wrestle Kingdom 17, man.
I will. I'll give him a shot, because like every year at the Rumble before he signed with AEW, that was the name that kept popping up of like,
Dude,
Will Ospreay is going to come to WWE. And I'm like, I don't know who he is.
I wasn't an AEW fan, but when they were talking about Forbidden Door, like, I was locked on AEW, because not to be like, I watch a little bit of New Japan, but like, I'm not staying up till midnight to watch a card till 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, and there was no like, you'd watch it on YouTube and whatnot, but it wasn't the full match. But like the Omega and Ospreay match from Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Kingdom 17, it's like, I want to say like 2019-ish, is probably one of my all-time favorite matches. Like, it's a really good technical match. Like, obviously they do their spots. Like, that's their thing. That's the New Japan way. But like, it's a very probably in my top 10 of all time matches. Like, it was that good. And then there's another one with him, with Ospreay and Okada, which I think was honestly the year before. That also phenomenal match. So the only thing I can't stand is his bruv.
I
What do
hate
you want,
that.
bruv? Come on, bruv. Like
Racist.
were his promos better in New Japan? Because like what I saw, okay,
that's him. That's him. It's the British, like, it's like the British brawler. Like, that's how he talks. It is what it is. Omega's promos, like, when he gets into it, they're good promos. But like, what you get with Ospreay, it's his wrestling. It's not his promos. Like, they're like, obviously, like, I'm trying to be biased. I'm not biased. I'm trying to not be biased. But like, that's him. Like, people are like, oh my god, he's so good on the mic, and then he talks at you, and I'm like, I feel like I'm listening to Pete and Bass, which are 90-year-old British rappers. I just, the way he talks, I'm like, bro, shut up, stop talking, just wrestle.
Well, their entire build up, to kind of give Jarrett some perspective on this, it's the Punk Cody buildup of we're not enemies, but watch your back. Like that, Kenny came out and saved him in this promo, and basically said, "I'm not doing that again." And it's like, well, you guys are kind of building the same way Punk and Cody did, and that payoff wasn't that great, even though the match was good. There was that one weird botch. Punk needs to realize what his age is. Do you think that's going to play effect?
In that sense, I mean, I think that was just Omega paying back what Ospreay did for him. I think a week or two ago.
At
this point,
the pay-per-view or whatever, where he didn't turn on him and put the bag over his head or whatever. So like they're doing that back and forth of like, oh, I saved you, but like come all in, we ain't friends.
It's like the way I can describe it for Jarrett that'll make sense. It's like us talking about Philly. Like, someone outside of Philly can't fuck with Philly, but we can. So like, Omega will save Kenny. Omega will save Ospreay. That way he can fight Ospreay. Like, it's them two fighting each other. Like, no, you can't fuck with him. Only I can fuck with him. Like, that's my rival, not yours. Go away.
And to throw into this mess, there's Paul Heyman Light, Don Callis being thrown into the mix, because at one point both of them had Don Callis as a manager, and it's AEW is not strong in their storylines, but they do have really good wrestlers. I'll give them that.
They just need a Paul Heyman to come and talk for them.
Yeah,
and just let them do the thing.
They got a few managers on their roster, just like the ones that are good, they overuse, and then they have like 80 people in their family, and it's just like I'm tired of hearing this guy now. Any final thoughts on AEW before we close out this week's episode? Exactly.
MJF.
I'm excited for him.
It should just be MJF show, not AEW.
I'm telling you, I'm excited for you guys to watch Wrestle Kingdom now. Or if you want a good AEW match, I will get you a good AEW match. So you'll be like, oh, okay, they actually do have decent wrestling.
To me,
I'm not saying they don't. I just don't.
No.
Well, to me, peak AEW was the MJF CM Punk feud. It mattered. Like, they told a story. Everything else is just like, we're having the match because this is a dream match for the sake of having the match. Even the CM Punk MJF had a drop with Wardlow. You had all that Wardlow build up to carry on after Punk and MJF went their ways, and then they just dropped the ball on Wardlow. So it's like,
well, if you unfortunately, if you really go back and the AEW, I guess, storylines that I have followed, and not just because the WWE names are there, but Chris, those guys that CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Moxley, they all have that experience of longer term storytelling. So they know how to carry a story with other people, where if you're just having all these other people, all they know how to do is just, okay, we're going to have a match this week and that's it. And that's a lot of what AEW is. It's one-off matches that are just random as shit. And then, oh, hey, you're a part of my faction now.
Yeah.
Well, that's what, I don't even know how long he's been there now. The night Omega was going on a promo and then Adam Cole debuted And then you thought Adam Cole and Omega were finally going to have the match from when Omega screwed over Adam Cole at New Japan, and nothing happened, and he just super kicks one of the random people in the ring, and then fucking Bryan Danielson, comes out, and then it sets up for Omega versus Bryan Danielson. Like, they were some good feuds that they had. Like, I'm still getting back into AEW, so like I'm not trying to piss off the AEW crowd. So
They
I'll
have
piss them off.
they have good matches. It's just sometimes getting there is a little rough. Like Edge and Christian are doing some good stuff right now as their tag team champions. But to Tyler's point, it's WWE guys. So it's not like, oh, the Young Bucks are carrying, I can't even name another tag team. But it's not AEW originals carrying new guys. They're relying a lot on the older guys. So we're going to call
like especially the Young Bucks, man. They're just always just like involved in the major things for no reason, just because they can be.
Yeah, and that's kind of, you get that feel with Kenny as well. So we're going to call it quits there for this week on the Wrestling Protocol. We're going to go around, see what everybody's up to. But quick reminder, we are live next week at Adventureland store. Sal joining us 6 to 8 in the store that Friday night, August 21st. And then August 23rd, Tommaso Ciampa is doing a signing at Adventureland store 1 to 3. Let's go around the horn. Moke, what you got going on?
Oh, I can do this now. I'm on Multiplayer Monday. Woo!
Until we switch to Minecraft and piss you off.
I mean,
And me.
Multiplayer Monday, and then hopefully another random ass stream during the week. So,
Sweet. Jerry, what do you got going on?
I'm also on Multiplayer Monday until they go to Minecraft, and then I am out until they are ready to give up that realm, and I cause chaos unlike they've never seen before. And then maybe one day I will be able to convince them to play Fallout 76 on Fridays.
There you go. It's open for interpretation right now for Fridays. I'm done with Nightingale. Tyler, what you got going on?
Oh, I'm on the Jersey Phanatics.
You can catch archive episodes. I don't think
I'm
you'd want to talk
probably
about
still
them
on
right now anyway. They're still on assignment. Well, that's going to do it for us this week on the Wrestling Protocol. Remember, join us live next Friday at Adventureland store in the Gloucester County Premium Outlets, and then on the Sunday to see Tommaso Ciampa. Get tickets now. I've been Chris the Dace Man Dace. He's been Moke.
Hooray.
He's been Jarrett.
I'm trying to find my voice.
And he's been Tyler.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for us. We'll see you next week in the Squared Circle. Remember, Basement Dollar, stick to the protocol.